it's a scam. These Ugandan elections, you Ugandans, you know it's a scam. Okay. Elections, scam. Democracy, scam. Constitution, scam. What does that say about you, Ugandans?
As a person, but I don't have another country. Uganda is my country. So I either live in a dignified country or I be remembered as a Ugandan who died trying to make.
Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni won his 7th term with 71.65% of votes, according to official results Saturday, defeating the youthful challenger who campaigned for the change after 4 decades of the same government. The musician turned politician, best known as Bobby Wine, took 24.72% of the vote. The final result showed Museveni was declared winner by 7.9 million votes, while Bobby Wine finished second with 2.7 million votes. Wine, whose real name is Kyagulanyi Sentamu, is expected to reject the official outcome. He has condemned what he described as an unfair electoral process marked by internet shutdown, military deployments, and the alleged abduction of his polling agents.
Hello my people, welcome back once again. As you can see in that short video clip, that Yoweri Museveni has given himself a pass for another 7 years or so to be the dictator-in-chief of the Ugandan people. You know what I mean? This is so unfortunate. And the one sad thing about it is that the people lose their life. And another sad thing about it is that the mainstream media uses win to identify or to describe the election, that he won the election. But this is, it's not an election. This is a sham election. This is fake. As I have been saying, if you watch my video about those in Africa that are participating in this election, where we have sometimes some people that have been in power for more than 30 years, like Museveni and the Cameroonian president Paul Biya. These people, they will never lose the election. You don't take them out of power by election, you know, because this is predetermined. You know what I mean? The election they are conducting is predetermined. You know what I mean? This is not election. This is not democracy. It's like, let me use an analogy or an example. It's like a football match or a soccer match where the referee came from one opponent, like one team, like two teams are gonna play in a soccer match, and the referee and the assistant, first and second assistant referee, came from the same team, and they are playing against that team. You know what I mean? They're gonna make sure that you lose. They're gonna make sure that their team win, even if it means giving penalty for their team to score goals, as many as penalty they can give to make sure their team win. This is the nature of election we have in Africa for these dictators, and people thinking that oh, let's participate in this election. This one is gonna be different. It's not gonna be different. It's gonna be as usual. It's gonna be something they keep doing. You know what I mean? And I blame these people, like they call themselves opposition. You know, the last time, like Bobby Wine, he participated in the election was rigged. And this time around, he thought that there will be a change. There won't be a change. Doing something every time is called stupidity. You know what I mean? Repeating stuff all the time. You're giving... you're making him like even to stay in power by participating. Like if there's no opposition, people know that it wasn't election. He just kind of continued, which is better than that he conducted this sham election and people participated. So the West will take it like there was election, but they will use the irregularity in that election and they continue. And it's so sad, you know what I mean? The same thing happens in Cameroon. And the tragedy about it is that people die. It's not like these people, we just conduct election without people losing their life. People lose their life. Even the same thing in Uganda, people lose their life. And that's what I keep telling people in Africa. Don't participate in this sham election. Don't lose your life for these people to legitimate them and they continue in power. You know, because they said they're saying that the devil bites his own tails. You know what I mean? But for somebody like Museveni to get out of power, it's not by election. It's by is somebody within the system. You know, if something wants to happen, it's gonna be from his own system. His people, his inner circle was gonna say, look, we are tired of this. Let's fight this. Let's stop this man. You know. But so long as it's Africa and money is involved, you know what I mean. What he's gonna do is keep people inside his circle happy by throwing money on them because he's in charge. You know what I mean. So it's a sad situation, but no matter how you slide it, there's no way to take them out without forces sometimes, external forces sometimes, but the external forces we have is not going to do something about this man. It's going to be there. But the only thing that can change the situation and remove him is if he kicks a bucket, you know what I mean? Which it can happen to anyone, but the thing is that people like this long-serving individual president, so-called president we have in Africa, they never kick the bucket. But Biya is 94 years, and this man is 80-something, I think 81 or 82 years, this Museveni. And I'm thinking he's gonna be there, he's gonna stay at least 90 years. Because what happens is this kind of people is that there's no stress for them. They don't have big opposition, nothing threatens them. They are fully in charge, even at their lowest point, at their weakness, you know what I mean? And sometimes you think if some people are dumb, like, why is these people allowing this man to continue in power? But it's not. It's just some people they don't have nothing to do. There's nothing they can do. They don't have anything to fight for. You know what I mean? And sometimes when a system of government is changed in a country, it comes with a bloodshed. And not everybody wants to go to that route, you know what I mean? So this is what we keep telling people in Africa. Please don't lose your life for thinking that you're participating in democracy or voting. You know what I mean? It's better you stay at home. And let stuff play out, you know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Peace.